Greetings, this is Eduardo Jumbo. In this tutorial, JavaScript will be used to create string destructive expressions. This is brought to you from the JumboShop.com Learning JavaScript course. JavaScript makes it easy to use the string destructuring expressions. Use the destructuring assignment syntax to unpack values from applicable data types into distinct variables. What that means is that you can take, in this example here, what you do is you create these variables. So the values will be dynamically put into each of these variables, like S1, S2, S3, based on the variable here. So that's what, for this tutorial, we're going to be using, we're going to show string destructuring. So normally you can use arrays and objects. That will be for future tutorials, and this one will just be string because that's a easy way to introduce destructuring. So here's an example. You see we have the variables with string 1, string 2, string 3, and we have another variable called message. So basically what it will do is it will take, because it's a string, it's going to take each character of the string and assign it to these variables. So as you can, the string data type is immutable. I'll explain that in a second, and it's a series of characters representing textual data. So in this case, if it's like the word hello, H-E-L, so this will be H-E-L from this. Now obviously if I make this bigger for the entire word hello, then each of those variables will have one character in it. So, and then there's also a string destructuring assignment. Oh, I forgot. Immutable means that it cannot be changed after it's been created. The only way is to wipe it out and basically create a new variable to replace it. That's what immutable means. And if you need more information, I do have a glossary here. You can see means the value cannot be changed once it's created. So basically you have to delete what's holding, which is a variable, and to recreate it. And the data type is just a collection of grouping of data variables. So for example, string is just it's a collection of characters. And primitive, JavaScript has two types of data types. There's primitive and non-primitive. So a primitive one is it's not an object and has no methods or properties. So for example, a string, a number, boolean, those are all primitives. A non-primitive will be an object, because an object can contain multiple, it can be nested, and it has multiple things. For example, like an array object, like a JSON file, which we have actually done tutorials on that before in the past. So so the difference between destructuring and destructuring assignment. Destructuring assignment allows you to simply assign to your values to those variables. For example, here I have v1, v2, v2. Those are the variables, and then I can assign values to them like this. So for example, here you can see I have the variables s1, s2, s3, and I assign the values 1, 2, and 3 to them. So that's the difference between just simple string destructuring and string destructuring assignment. This allows you to create multiple variables without having to create like for example multiple const, let, or var. You can just do it in one place very, very quickly, especially when you have you just want to assign some values. For example, one really good way for doing this in other programming, like PHP, is if, for example, if you're getting data from a database, you can easily, or for example, from a form, you can simply just do this very quickly, and you have those that data available to you. And of course, you can see here, this is the screenshot, the code snippet here. Just expand that to see the code snippet. Then you can copy paste it into the JumboShop.com Learning JavaScript web course IDE, which also inspired this tutorial. And this is the output we're expecting from today. And this is the video you're watching right now. So something about JavaScript is that JavaScript runs by default in a web browser for client-side interactive or automated web applications. JavaScript can also run outside a web browser if it's server-side embedded platforms. I've mentioned this before. I've done tutorials on Node.js and Tori and others where you can embed your JavaScript, and instead of having a web browser, you can run literally outside the web browser. Like you can make a desktop application or games. I've actually done this before. Some of my games on the Android Play Store are actually JavaScript based, and I used C. And another one I used Java, and yeah, that's about. Those are usually my favorite programming languages. Okay, so let's hop over to ojamboshop.com, and I'm going to choose the strings under the drop down there, and then I'll use that IDE to type in the code here, and then we can output it here. So as usual, you can always just paste the code in there, create a verbal code message. Hello world. Then I create, this is the destructuring. So s1 string 2 and string 3 equals message. So what this is going to do is it's this str1, str2, and str3. It's going to assign H to this one, E to this one, and L to this one. So if I had more, if I made this longer, then it'll assign the rest of the variables. I just want to do, because I did a short version, just because that's just the lesson. So then we can output them. Console.log. Well, this should be 3. This should be 2. Okay, then we're going to also do the string destructuring assignment. Now, because I already created the variables up here, I can simply just reuse them now and assign different values to them. Oops, that's square bracket. Okay, then we compile, and as you can see here, as I was saying, when we do this, the str1, str2, and str3 is just going to be H, E, and L respectively, just here. And then down here, I'm assigning different values to it, which will be 1, 2, and 3, the written form. And there we go. And we can swing back over to ojambo.com. So this article is found on ojambo.com/javascript-string-destructuring. And if you want to learn more about, so the JavaScript is open source. It follows the MScript standard. It's licensed under W3C software license. This allows commercial use, modification, distribution, allows making it proprietary. I am offering a JavaScript course. I'm calling it Learning JavaScript. It's online on jamboshop.com. As you just saw, that's literally how you can learn and type into the IDE, and you can compile your code. So you don't need a JavaScript. You don't need a code editor. It already comes built in with the course, and it's available 24/7. So you learn at your own pace. There's no subscription. It's just a one-time fee. And I'm offering 20% off using the coupon code SCHOOL until the end of 2024. So you should take advantage of that, because if you have any questions, you can submit them using a form, and I'll get back to you soon. Or you can even submit it just any other way through social media. I prefer if you do it through jumboshop.com, because that way I will get back to you in a much faster, reasonable turnaround. I do have the ebook version of the course. It doesn't come with JavaScript or a text editor or an IDE. So this is available on Amazon.com. You can simply search for Eduardo Jumbo. The links are in the description. Coming very soon is the paperback version. That was submitted, so pretty soon I expect that one to be approved, and you'll be able to print a hard copy. Have a hard copy. You can order that one. And the links are also in the description. It will be the same link. When you go to the page on Amazon, you'll be able to select if you want the paperback version or the ebook. Right now it's just the ebook. It's available. I made it available worldwide, so you should be able to go, for example, to amazon.ca, amazon.co.uk, whatever it is, or amazon.com if you're in the States or around the world as well. Now, the links for all this I said are in the description, or you can, if you go to this URL, you can, under references, you can simply click here to the Jumbo Shop course, the Learning JavaScript course, and the Learning JavaScript ebook on Amazon. And if you want something else, like custom tutorials, one-on-one online, it'll be based on your pace. I do have it at jumboservices.com. If you prefer maybe to create applications, you want to learn how to create applications in different languages. It could be JavaScript, could be PHP, Python, Rust, C++, C, any other language that I can help you with that. And also for websites, maybe you want to create a web application, a mobile application, a desktop application, or it's just a website, maybe some integration with payment processors, logistics, chat services. Yeah, all of that, I can help you with that as well. As you've seen, I've been doing this since 2009. You can see my videos, so you know what I'm doing. Okay, that's the end of the tutorial. Thank you.